Hey, it's your boy Easy.
Greetings and salutations. It's your boy Ryan, and this is Turtle Soup, the internet, nay, the world's only community supported podcast dedicated to the ongoing journey of the TMNT all the way from the very beginning.
Woo.
Until I support the actions of masked, badge numberless, badgeless, extra constitutionally, illegally powered thugs assaulting everyone in our country and potentially killing some.
Yes.
And never support that. So podcast forever.
There you go.
Podcast
Podcast
even
forever.
if it's only once a month.
Yeah.
Podcast forever. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, I like it. So yeah.
So much like some live recordings that have been happening lately, we are live on YouTube. And so be sure to subscribe, share the stream with your friends, let people know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we're not really live on YouTube right now. That's a bit of a fib.
Yeah.
We are on YouTube right now. So be sure to subscribe and everything like that. And we're sorry. And let people know that we're on YouTube and also other platforms. This episode is brought to you by two awesome patrons, and it's been so long since we've been able to shout out a couple good patrons. I feel like I'm back in my place of power.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Niehaus, Duncan Gale, this one's for y'all. Long time.
Yep.
Good times. Here for a good time and a long time.
Absolutely.
Both those gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for helping the podcast Not Say Clang. And you can help the podcast Not Say Clang by going to Patreon and check out, see that we've been making this podcast. And that for as little as $1 a month, you can help us Not Say Clang.
Indeed.
So go check it out. And there's awesome rewards and stuff that Eric makes in a wooden shack behind his house. Only when the ghosts come out. So he has to worry about the ghosts and
which is why there's been a delay.
Jeff the killer.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's like all this stuff he has to worry about. And that's when he makes all the stuff for the Patreon. So it's got a little fear sweat in it. If you like,
and some flop sweat too. So
it's got some flop sweat. Yeah. It's got and he gave himself a little haircut. He actually sent me his rat tail. I'm gonna show everybody.
I did.
This is
in the mail.
I'm gonna make it presentation.
Yeah.
I know it's very hard to see. Maybe against my shirt.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, this is a bag of Eric's hair.
Yep.
He sent me in the mail.
Yes.
For those audio listeners, it is a ponytail of sorts. I wouldn't necessarily call it a rat tail.
Right.
But the minute I opened up a box that was sent to our PO box, and my Alicia, my wife, and I saw a shirt, and then Alicia pulls this out and goes, "Is this his hair?" And I was like, I looked at her, and the first thing I said was, "That is his rat tail." And I know exactly what he's referencing when he sends me that.
I was so happy. Shannon, my wife, she was like cutting my hair, and I was like, hold on. Like, get save the rat tail. She's like, she didn't even ask why. She's like, okay. And yeah.
Just unquestioned loyalty. You know what it is.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, that was great. Speaking of unquestioned loyalty, we've been loyal to this journey for a hot second.
Yes.
What are we doing today? What is our step on this journey that we're so loyal to?
Well, the steps that we're taking in the journey today are Mirage Comics Volume 4, or excuse me, Mirage Comics TMNT Volume 4, issue 10 and 11 from June and August of 2003. So like, what?
Doesn't it feel good?
3 years ago? Jeez. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, that's wild.
Very true.
So, man.
So let's see. So we're having to knock this episode out kind of quick. It's kind of later at night. It's like blah, 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 in the morning. So one thing I know that we want to talk about a little bit before we got into the content this week was the awesome TMNT Movie 1 event we did with Sunray Cinema.
Yeah.
First of all, big shout outs to Craigie Gravy, Tim, Shayna, everybody at Sunray.
Yeah.
They screened a authentic, like from the 90s film print of TMNT Movie 1 on the big screen over there. And it was just right.
Yeah.
Like the film print was like burned and just right. It felt like 1990 in that bitch.
Oh yeah.
And it was awesome.
It was amazing. Like our friend Craig, he works there, and he reached out to me. He said, "Yo, we we just found like a original copy of like, I guess it's 33 millimeter film copy.
35.
35, sorry. And he wanted to know if we wanted to be a part of it, and we were like,
That's
oh,
so
absolutely. Yeah. And so it was a lot of fun. I've never so this place is in, it used to be the movie theater for one of our malls, and this mall is not your typical dead mall. It's more of like a zombie mall, because like it's
Agreed.
It's got,
that's the best term for it.
It's got dead parts on it, but like there's still some stuff that's thriving. And the thing I love about it is that I think there's a thing called View Studios in there as well. And if from what my brother-in-law told me is true, which he's reliable, I think they have stuff like that they used on The Mandalorian in there, where they have like the LED walls that are just massive and stuff. So you can go there and like do like different public access stuff and some bigger budget things if you wanted to. And so I kind of love that they're using a mall space for stuff like that. Like, that makes me so happy.
100%.
But the movie theater itself is amazing. It felt to me like when you play bowling at night, like when they turn off the lights and everything, and it's like
cosmic bowling.
Yeah. It kind of felt like that a little bit, but everything was Pee-wee's Playhouse. So they're
dedicated to the Pee-wee's Playhouse decor in the lobby was next level.
It was. I didn't realize it when I walked out of the bathroom and I saw Cowboy Curtis, like the painting of him at the men's room. Didn't click with me yet. And then I saw Cherry, and we went and got our picture with Cherry. And then I realized there was a live band, or like, you know, some musicians up there playing. And then above them, they had the Jazz Cats. And that's when it clicked. I was like, oh, this is all Pee-wee's Playhouse.
And then into the entrance of the lobby, they have the Sphinx.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like hanging out, like kind of over. It's like kind of projected out from the wall. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It was delightful. And then, we got to sitting there, and there was probably about 100 people there. And it was a lot of fun. We kind of didn't plan much of anything, and we just kind of wung it.
We just kind of talked about, we had microphones downstage, and we just kind of in the front before the show. We just kind of talked about the podcast, talked about movie one, just some different information about it and stuff. And it went by in a blur, and then all of a sudden we were like watching the movie. I was able to take, Alicia and the kids out, Shannon, your wife, came out. Mike, good friend of the show, was there. Yep. It was just good times.
Oh, absolutely.
It was cool. So if you're in the area, if you're in the greater kind of Tampa area, at University Mall, that's where Sunray is. It's the old theater there. Go check them out. They do a lot of indie showings. They're going to start doing a lot more like music there, like shows there.
Yeah.
It was impressive. I had heard about it. I knew that we had people we knew involved in it. Like I knew that Craig was involved.
Yeah.
But life comes at you fast. You know what I'm saying? I finally got myself over there for that TMNT thing, and now it's like, it's wild what they're doing over there, and it's really special. So if you're in that area, even if you're in Orlando or something, like come out, drive out, and
it's worth it.
Take a day in Tampa and go see that, because it's really cool. And much love to them again. And I mean, I told Craig right off the bat, and maybe if we had a little more notice, maybe for some event in the future, we could try to get some Turtletarians out there.
Oh yeah.
The people were really cool. We met several people in the audience that were like going to listen to the podcast, and they were really interested in everything.
It was my first time getting underwear thrown at me. That was, I know you've had that happen.
Was wild.
You've had that happen a few times, but it was my first.
No, but it hits you new the same way every time. But I did say, I was like, Craig, I mean, if you can kick that same crusty bin of reels, and if TMNT movie 2 pops out, you know what I mean? Like, give us a call. You know what I mean? So. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. It was really cool to get together and kind of do that as a podcast, and to kind of talk about the movie and stuff. It was fun.
Yeah. And it was a blast. And the only thing that sucked about it is that
it looks like I have a black eye.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Oh,
my lighting is all messed up. I rearranged my desk and my whole thing, and I've been trying to get it back,
oh, okay.
and it's just not happening.
Well, I don't know. It looks good to me.
Okay.
You do look a little shady,
See,
but nope.
that's the problem. Fucking shit. I have to like stare down the barrel or something.
Right.
That looks a little better.
Yeah.
My shadows are off. Something's up.
You know what? Something's wrong with your shadow.
Whatever.
Well, the only thing that was weird about the film is that it cut out the specific problematic
It did.
part, which is
It cut out my favorite part.
I know the
Sony
payment. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Cut out that complete part,
And it sucks because it was such, you could tell it was an old reel. It literally had like the cigarette burns in the corner for like when you change the
Right.
you change the reels. It was like real life, and it just sucked because then it cut to like April's already kind of knocked out or already really attacked, and like Raph like grabs his sigh, and you're like, and I missed my favorite part because Sony Payments is great.
It's great.
But also when he like opens the hand and she like peeks inside, it's like my favorite moment of April's. And yeah. Luckily, but it's funny because it kind of kept you on the edge of your seat because every time a cigarette burn came up, we were like, I was like, oh, is it going to cut again? And it never did it again. A highlight was telling 100 people to look out for how long Elias's fingers get on April during the farmhouse scene, and I heard several like laughs when that happened. So that was good to see.
Yeah,
that felt good.
Oh man. Well, all right. Well, you want to
any extra stuff on your end, or you just want to hop right into it?
I mean, I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything. I think I'm ready to just jump right in because we got some stuff to talk about in this episode. So
no, we do. There's a number of things. Sorry, I'm trying to.
No, you're good. If you want some time, I can talk about some other stuff. So
no, it's all good. It's just something with my camera, and for audio listeners, they're going to be like, Jesus. But like again, I messed something up with like the synchronicity of my desk, and now I feel like if I put if I lean forward, my camera shakes.
Interesting.
Like, you see it?
I see it. Yes.
That's never happened to me.
Man.
I don't know why it's doing it now. Maybe it's hitting the wall. I don't know. Either way. Sorry. No, we're good. We can hop right in. Okay. Been a little while, guys.
I don't know, dude. You're shaking pretty bad.
It sucks.
Because I didn't notice it before.
It's not my tower. It's not. It's like the problem is. So I had to rearrange some things because I did some things.
Sure.
And I set my camera mount technically on like the other side of like kind of where it was where the monitor arms come up.
Gotcha.
And then I had to bend it around to make it fit between my two monitors, which is fine. But something happened where I don't know if like I did take my one of my audio monitors off the desk. It was on the desk. And I took it off and put it on a speaker stand. I have both of them on speaker stands now.
Yeah.
I wonder if that wasn't holding down my desk.
That might be.
And I need to be a lot more ginger about what I'm doing. Either way, I'm sorry. I'll be very careful.
Okay.
Very careful. Anyways.
Okay. Well,
it's jiggling again. I hate that. I'm going to fix that later. That's so annoying.
Okay.
I can't even touch my shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Just hover. I've been just hovering through the podcast.
Just hover. Yeah.
So, oh my God, guys. Okay. It feels like it's been so long. I don't know how to get back into it. Okay. So, again, you might have to go back and, we're going to give you so basically, but we're not going to go ultra into it. I know it's been a while. The rough thing that's happening, and again, we assume you've listened to last episode because and for you, you're probably mainlining it and you're like, yeah, dude, I don't need it. So basically, what the hell's wrong with you? Like I just listened to it, get to the actual content. But for those of you who might be a little shaky, I'm not going to go into all the familial stuff about what's going on, but this is the current state of play. Everyone knows April got that back in Mirage Volume 3, which isn't in Volume 2.
Yeah.
April got that dirty insulin from Baxter Stockman in his robot form. Everyone knows it. They didn't say, but if he's got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? That's what basically what Baxter said. Turns out way in the future that the Utroms have landed near Manhattan and are, trying to bring about peace with the humans and all this stuff like that. April has a sudden attack, and it turns out those nanobots, those nano Baxter bots, as they are now called in canon in this issue, have come back with a vengeance, and they are attacking April from within. And there's really kind of no way to stop it because they're like brutal. Except that a kindly Utrom named Gurin, who's hanging out, figures out a way to make his own nanobots. And the nanobots he makes are turtle nanobots. Now, we only saw some of this plan in the last issue at the very end.
Right.
They make the turtle bots, and they're like, we have a bunch of turtle bots. And Turtle's like, nice. And then it kind of cuts, right?
Yeah.
So when we come in here now, this is kind of like the plan fully revealed. First of all, let's talk about this cover.
I like it.
So again, but really fast, just for clipping purposes, if it ever happens. This is Mirage Comics Volume 4, issue number 10 from June of 2003. Cost you 395 pennies in the US and $550. 550 Canadian pennies?
Sure.
Do Canadians have pennies?
They have to, right? I mean,
yeah, I just figured they probably call them something cute like maples.
Yeah.
Or twigs.
Right. Yeah, something way better than a penny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but how about this cover?
It's great. I mean, it does what a cover should do, is it makes you want to know why this is happening and what is happening on the page.
Yeah.
And it looks great. It
looks like he's holding, to me, again, not super spoiler alert, but just like when I saw the cover, I thought it was almost like a remote detonator or something, or some kind of wireless, almost like he's very like worried about triggering something. That's what it looks like to me.
Right. And I'm curious if, like, when we if we would read this back in the day when it came out, if we would have had the same opinion of that if, because given how we see phones these days, back then they looked a lot more like this. Not to say that you don't recognize phones.
You're not wrong. Yeah. I think that I think that in these days, if a device has like a long antenna, we think it is some detonator or some controller, versus like that is just what a cell phone looked like.
Right. And
like
so
a classic Ericsson, it just looked like that.
Right. Now, the thing I love about this is that it's showing a hero in a somewhat like not questionable, but like ambiguous kind of state. But they're not like it's not an action pose. It's not like something. It's more like this is either fear or sadness or both or something like that. And so having the hero on the cover in that state, but also having it look like kind of like a painting of sorts.
It does.
It elevates it a little bit, in my opinion.
After the brilliant Turtlebot cover from issue 9, where it's just like, how cool is that? This definitely makes it look almost like, to me, again, I mean, I'm just kind of going off the natural impression. It looks like he's kind of like, freaking out about pushing the big red button or something. Like, I don't quite know.
Right.
But yeah, still very, again, it really jumps off the stand as far as, like, why does a turtle look like this? Like, what's going on?
Right. Like, they're the most fearsome fighting teens. And like, I want to know,
right?
Like, why they're looking fearsome.
I don't know what this is.
So
then we'll get into it. So the credits on this issue is Peter Laird on writing, lettering, inking, and toning, just doing almost all of it. Lawson layouts, penciling, Eric Talbot inking, Michael Dooney on the cover painting, and Dan Berger on production assistance if you need him. This issue's a lot, guys. So Eric and I kind of decided that I would handle this because I just read it, and Eric's going to do the next issue. I'm going to try my best to guide you through. A lot happens here. I'm going to try my best to kind of guide you through it. without it taking 100 years.
Mhm.
This is an issue I believe you definitely need to read to fully get it.
Right.
There's a lot of art, a lot of stuff going on that I think it rewards a patient look. So I don't often give that advisory, but this is kind of a big issue. So it's just kind of got to do your thing with it.
I agree.
So we open up on your boy Splinter going in for that Sunnybrook dairy milk. You know what I'm saying? He's in the fridge, nice 1-page splash. And here is it's a really cool silent section with just neat art. You see he gets some milk and some bird seed out. He walks outside. There's a cat. He's up in Northampton, by the way. This is like kind of like the Northampton place. There's a bird feeder outside.
I believe this is still stainless Steve Steele's
Oh, this
house.
is stainless Steve's house. Sorry. I don't know why.
I think it still might be in Northampton.
What happened in Northampton?
I don't know. I can't
remember.
remember.
It seems like, but they are hanging out at his house, which is weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's hard because there was so much Mirage or so much Image Volume 3 that has kind of been stricken from canon. Now we're going back to like Volume 2 continuity,
right?
Which, spoiler alert, not if you're this far in the journey, it was all a dream.
Yeah.
So like, what the fuck actually happened
right.
in Volume 2? And this whole journey in Volume 4 has really been trying to figure out like what did happen, what is canon, because that's all we're seeing.
Yeah,
it's interesting. But yeah, he goes outside, bird feeder, kitty cat. We have a cat that visits our back porch now that we nicknamed Dr. Ruth.
Yes.
Because long story short, Alicia and I were talking about romance novels or something, and we were talking about like certain things being taboo or like the way the industry is about blah 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 blah. And we were talking about a sex scene or something, and I said like I don't know why I did this, but I was like, if Dr. Ruth was here, she would say or whatever, and I indicated where the cat was sitting,
right.
And now Alicia's like, oh, where's Dr. Ruth? The next time we went out, and I'm like, oh, that's it.
That's fantastic.
Sold.
Love it.
So that's Dr. Ruth. But yeah, so Splinter drops the milk for the cat, brings the bird seed out to the birds. You see the bird come and eat. And it's just kind of cool. Like these smaller cool. like midges come eat from his hand. The cat comes, kind of around the corner to kind of like look at what's going on because there's all the birds.
Yeah.
And he pets the cat and kind of walks away. And you see that the cat gives a look up at the bird feeder.
Right.
But then follows Splinter inside, which I take that to be a little bit symbolic of like the Splinter. How do I put this? Splinter is like kind of petting the cat and like kind of letting it make its own decision.
Yeah.
As to like go after the birds and like kill the birds.
Yeah.
Or to just come back and hang out on the porch with him and stuff. And because he's so kind, the cat decides to go after Splinter and not hunt the birds.
So kind of like following in his footsteps or like continuing the peace or like.
Yeah. Like I gave you food. You had your milk, you saw this thing, you came over, it's your natural instinct to fight and to kill, but I just gave you a pet, and he walks away and looks back at the cat. This is on page number 6. He looks back kind of like, your ball game, bro, and he walks away and the cat follows him. And it's just, I don't know. I kind of saw this, it's kind of interesting.
Oh, very interesting. This is classic, like, layered. Eastman can do this stuff too, but like the silent issues, like the silent pages that are just
the big silent like section to open the book,
right? And it just conveys so much with saying nothing at all.
Yeah,
it's like I'm saying nothing at all.
Yeah. You say it best.
Well,
when you say nothing at all. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Hello,
stupid silent Flanders. Sorry.
So then we cut now, kind of out of our reverie. We cut to the real world at the Kurtzberg Memorial Hospital in New York City. And we're back in the hospital room with April. Casey's kind of asking, hey, when's it going? Like, how's it going? They're like, oh, we're already getting started. We put the turtle nanobots into April's system. They just have to kind of activate
Yeah, and one thing real quick, just to reiterate, the Utroms have already assimilated into human society, in case you forgot. Like, so
Oh, sure. Yeah. They're
normal
like at the
doctors,
actual hospital.
everybody knows that the turtles everyone's out.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
closets.
Because that happened. Like when they landed, the book itself jumped like several months.
Mhm.
And you see that they're obviously there's people that are resisting the alien
Yeah.
kind of influence and the alien kind of commingling. There are people that really think it's great. There were some riots, but that got calmed down.
Mhm.
And now everything's kind of chilling. Everything's open, but you know, as we're going to see a little bit later, not everybody's cool.
Right.
But yeah. So they're at the hospital. Dr. Honeycutt's there. Casey's there, and they're basically getting ready to put the nanobots in. And we get to this like awesome 2-page splash of them like releasing the nanobots.
Oh, I love it.
And it's just super cool. It's kind of framed in like kind of a Sony screen. And it's like definitely like an electron microscope, and you see all like, you know, thousands and thousands of these like turtle nanobots going into April's system. It's really cool.
It's really good.
So this is where I kind of feel like I was taking crazy pills.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like they explained this last issue, and if they did, I don't remember it.
Okay.
So we cut to the turtles in this 4-way pod.
Okay.
Right? And you have a Utrom saying, yes, Professor, your Mentawave cabinets, this is talking to Honeycutt, are performing within acceptable parameters. Data stream link up to the Nano Director Matrix at Kurtzberg Memorial Operations Suite 5 has been established, ready to initiate data stream on your command. And you're like, the turtles are on, and he's like, machines. You're like, all right, what's this shit? Then it cuts back, and there's a lot of glad handing going on in this scene where it's like they're using it to kind of explain how all this works. You're like, well, if it wasn't for your nanobots, Glurin, and he's like, oh, but if it wasn't for Honeycutt's Mentawave helmet, if it wasn't for these pods, you know, it's just the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like basically it took a village to make this situation. But then we realize, and this is where I feel like I was on crazy pills, because I thought that they just made the nanobots to look like the turtles because it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because they could, and then they went about their life. We could never have figured out a way to link the turtles' minds to the Nano Turtlebots' actuators. But now our tiny robot warriors will benefit from the many years of combat experience that the turtles possess. Hopefully they will give us an edge over Stockman's nanobots. So I'm like, they're going to control the nanobots? Did you? So I'm going back to your pre. So basically, I'm looking at all this stuff, and I'm just not seeing a part where it's like the turtles are going to pilot these nanobots. I did not catch that. I don't know if that's just a reveal here, or I'm stupid.
I don't remember. I remember them addressing it, but then I don't remember if I saw it in this this issue or if it was
like issue 9. You know,
right.
It would have to have been in issue 9, like kind of right at the end.
Right.
Because they do a bunch of stuff. I'm looking at it right now. I just have to look at it.
Okay.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
I was trying to find my old notes from last episode. But yeah, because we ended up having to switch some stuff around to where we didn't do we were going to do 9 and 10, but things happened and we only ended up doing one episode or one issue that episode. And so, yeah,
So yeah, here in issue 9, they're identifying the Stockman bot, and they're like, "Yeah, it's a bot. It's a nanobot. It's crazy. It can move within the fluids of the body." And again, our best solution is to fight fire with fire. I propose deploying April's body in April body a counter force of nanobots adapted from an existing design. Flip the page. We get the Turtlebot reveal. My friends, I give you the Nano Turtlebot. Hey, Donnie looks like you. Oh, good grief. And it says to be nano continued, which I still appreciate even now. Even a month later, I appreciate to be nano continued. So yeah, no, they didn't. They didn't. This is just like a part of the reveal. This is like, well, this is how this is actually working. They're actually hooked up.
Reading my notes,
they're gonna fight.
Reading my notes from last issue. Yeah, no, it's it's really not addressed from what I could tell.
It's not. It's cool. It's just interesting because it kind of feels like, oh, you're always supposed to know this. Is how the comic is, and I'm like, I don't know that.
But I also kind of like it because it kind of feels like a thing that it kind of makes it feel a little bit more like written on the spot, not in a bad way, but more in like we gotta how I didn't think about how this is going to work practically, so let's figure this out.
Oh, I mean, last issue was a very long issue,
Yeah.
also. So as far as story pacing and stuff, they've got to like present this to you now, I guess, and it's fine. So yeah, they're gonna fight in nano turtle bodies. We have a good conversation between Shadow and Gurren, just talking about, hey, like, this is our best shot. I'm not saying it's perfect, but like, we got to do what we got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
there's no
they're literally fighting a war in her body.
Yeah,
because she's gonna die if not.
Yeah,
like, so we get everybody going in there. Some really cool panels on page 13 of the human doctor with April down and all the technology behind him, split with Honeycutt, Glurin, and Casey. Just love the art here, love the layout.
Yeah.
Big page. And Jim does this in his layouts. In this issue, he's using a lot of like full page or like half page like things. Like page 13 is this slice. Page 14 is this full panel of April, like in the surgery suite, the doctor, Glurin, everyone's just the nurses, the gear. He really zooms out. He kind of makes the most of like full pages this issue, which is really interesting.
Oh yeah.
You'll see later there'll be full pages, but a lot happens in that full page. It's very interesting. So they activate the nanobots. So they pop in there.
Yep.
Within seconds, millions of nano turtle bots are injected into April's body. This narrative starts up, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It feels very like serial, like very, very, very like.
Oh, okay.
And then the Lone Ranger came and saw the bad guys like from the hill. It kind of feels like a narrative, and this device has not been used in this series yet. Like this specific like narrator's voice. It's not anyone's voice. It's like the voice of the comic almost.
Interesting.
And that happens in other comics, but that's not happened so far in this series that I recall. Very rarely do Eastman and Laird ever use it, frankly. They usually prefer to use dialogue, like a J-cut, like dialogue over this, typically, or someone recounting a story, or stuff like that, instead of just pure narrative.
Yeah.
But it does sound almost like it's just different.
Yeah.
In my best.
The only time I think that I can recall was at the very beginning. Didn't they say that or is that, I can't remember if that was actually somebody saying, if that was somebody in the very first issue.
Don't we strike hard and fade away into the night?
Oh, then yeah, never mind. For some reason, I was thinking that might have been one of the only times that they used that thing where they're saying, this is the turtles, but like for some reason my brain.
No, they don't, but it is interesting because it's not, it's actually disconnected. It's like a narrative from Leo. I think it's Leo's perspective, but it's not in quotes. He's not saying it while it's happening.
Yeah.
It's more almost like it's his internal monologue. It's an internal monologue. Remember, he says like, I feel Raph tense up behind me. I feel Mikey on my left.
That's right.
Like he's running through his, like in his mind, what's happening.
That's
so good.
That's a steel trap right there. That's
why we keep you
around.
That.
You got that. Woo! Goodness.
I'm not punctual. I always mess up. I always curse on the podcast. I always get us in trouble. I always say libtard shit. But the mental trap. I'm just like upset.
Oh yeah,
upset. So yeah. So it's interesting because this is again not that. It is literally the voice of the comic itself telling you what's happening.
Right.
It says the nano turtle bots course through April's bloodstream, rapidly organizing into assault units. These hunter-killer groups then proceed to seek out and engage the nano Baxter bots. And near April's spleen, the first battle in perhaps the strangest war ever fought on Earth.
That's wild.
Begins. It's like crazy.
And that art is just so good.
It is. So I will say this, slight criticism. when the nanobots start coming in, Jim decides to go for a lot of panels, a ton of little panels. And I get it because it kind of works for the nanobot things. It's also tiny.
Yeah.
But you start to lose track of the action a little bit.
A little
Just
bit.
a little. Again, that's why I kind of said I believe some of this art is a little bit like Where's Waldo. I truly think that if you sit and you like look at what each little nanobot's doing,
Yeah.
that there's probably a lot of really cool stuff in here. It's very hard for me to describe it. Like if we sat here and said, "Oh, on the third panel from the right, the Donnie one puts his stick, his bow staff through the arm actuator of a Baxter bot." If we go through all that, it's going to be forever. But it is neat because they are like fighting.
Yeah.
And there's literally one of each. There's a model of Leo, Mikey, Donnie, Raph. There's like thousands each of them, but there's 4 individual ones that look just like those turtles, which is interesting. And the next kind of few pages are a big battle. It's kind of a back and forth. The Baxter bots can spit old dirty insulin on them, but the turtles can slice them apart really good. They're taking a lot of losses, but it's kind of going back and forth. This part was neat. Zoom out onto April, and someone says, "Look, her abdomen, it's bleeding." And then Gloren's like, "I was afraid that might happen. The fierceness of the struggle between the opposing armies of nanobots is beginning to cause collateral damage, such as eruption through the skin." Dude, that's brutal as shit. So they have to patch her up. They're like, "Don't let that bleed." So, and they do introduce like a ticking time clock here, where Gloren says, like, "Let's just hope that our boys win the fight before the battleground is destroyed." Because that's April's actual body.
April's the battleground.
You know what I mean?
Battleground
That's
April.
the thing. It's like let's get this fixed.
Yeah.
So we cut to a scene with Karai and Shadow, which is very interesting, where Karai basically compliments Shadow on her form earlier on when all this started, like when April collapsed, like at the Utrom Island Processing Center, like the security area. There was a huge fight over something. April collapsed. Karai was there. The Foot was there. Shadow was there. A huge fight happened. And now Shadow is kind of talking to, Karai is talking to Shadow about how she handled herself. And kind of said that she is good but raw. She could teach her. Kind of flirts with her joining the Foot Clan, like maybe not now, but maybe later. And she's like, "I don't think about that." And she kind of clarifies that obviously, like Splinter's taught her well, like he can tell that she has honor, that she fights with honor.
Yeah.
She also says that she literally feels like strange that the turtles are like in those tubes and helpless.
Yeah.
Because they used to be enemies, but she's like, even then, I wouldn't follow them because of that honor. You know what I'm saying?
That honor.
I know you know that honor. She's oh yeah. And then it's like, "I offered to train you." And it's just a little interaction where it's like Karai recognizing Shadow, kind of for what she could be,
Yeah. And I'm
so
sure
that's
she sees
interesting.
a little bit of herself in that too, that she's a daughter. She's, she's got like, just there's something there that she sees some remnants of herself probably. And because this version of Shadow or Karai has reservations and hesitations, and so it seems that she is more contemplative, and you definitely get that here.
Well, we did see a truce formed in Volume 2 between the Foot Clan and the Turtles and stuff. So she's kind of chilling. But it's strange because in Volume 3 she was so different, So it's just like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
But more BattleBots fight. They're going crazy. Fight. A bunch of pages of that. Cut back. This is interesting. This is one of those like City at War moments right here. I appreciate. So we cut to an office. This guy Daniel Carlson. We don't know him. He's just at work chilling.
Yeah.
He's, going through his inbox. That's, mail's been piling up for a while. And he's like, all right. Oh, what's this? Open this now. And it says, this is from Xihad, Xihad. Daniel Carlson, care of New York Journal. So it's definitely like he's a journalist, and it says, "Open this now." Ooh, let's see. Weird spelling, Zihad. What could that be? And he opens it up, and there's a CD-ROM, and he's like, "Oh, wow, cheap old CD-ROM." I'm like, "All right, calm down, 2003." Like,
Yeah.
okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Peter Laird. I know that, like, you secretly you nerd out about those free AOL hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, calm your ass down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's 2003, so like, get out of here with this.
Mhm.
Oh, just a CD, die in a fire. So he puts the CD into his Apple. He's like, well, and okay, there's a thing that happens in the letter section of the next issue that we're going to talk about for a second. But I do enjoy in the last couple issues, this issue and the next one, Laird is just letting his freak flag fly a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Like, so this line right here. Let's see what we got here. Hope there's no freaking viruses on this thing. Well, at least I'm using a Mac and not a PC. One less chance of getting nailed by some kind of vandalware. And it's just that just feels like, that literally feels like Laird being like, yeah, it's a good thing I'm using a Mac and not a PC because PCs get viruses, Macs don't. But it's 2003, so this knowledge was kind of like very pertinent.
Yeah.
Like, it was very pertinent.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of like, in the days, like you were just past the days of like Jolly Roger and shit, you know, and like Mac was a lot safer.
Yeah.
But I just love the little, like, it just felt like very Napoleon Dynamite. Well, I think I have my Mac and not my PC. I don't want to get viruses. It's very computer geek talking.
Yes.
And expositing on like, well, I think I'm safe, you know.
Right.
Even down to that when he loads it loads a QuickTime.
Oh,
movie.
I loved that. I love that so much.
And I'm like, QuickTime, baby. Yeah, so it's running a movie file. Okay. This is going to be interesting. So, opens up, and you've got, there's a reason I mentioned masked thugs.
Yeah.
That
Earth is for
could or
Earthmen.
could not be bigots, because this just seems so relevant.
It does.
Like, I'm not going to say it's relevant to right now, today, January 30th, 2026. I'm just going to say that it's very relevant. And it's a guy, and it says Earth is for Earthmen. One word, Earthmen.
Earthman.
And he's standing in front with a classic mask on because you can't be seen, you pussy. You got to just hide behind the mask, you fucking white bigot. And he's sitting there and he's like, wake up, fellow humans. For 6 months, we've had to put up with these alien slime walking around free and easy, almost like they're as good as real people, polluting and defiling our precious bodily fluids, our sacred soil, our Earth. We say it's high time we showed these outer planet, who this outer space scum, just who this planet belongs to and who really belongs on it. God made Earth for his chosen species, us humans, not for some ugly low-life xenoforms. Well, get ready, Xenos. The time for your reckoning is near at hand. That is the most 40K thing that was ever said. That's just that line right in ever.
Yeah.
Get ready, Xenos. Because in 1 week, the Zihad will strike the first blow in our holy war to liberate. And then the guy cuts off, and the image on the screen that when he pauses it says Xenoform Jihad.
Yeah. With
a J. Just in case you didn't understand.
In case you didn't get it. Yeah.
That Zihad and Jihad, that Xenoform Jihad. It made sure it laid it out for you. And he's like, oh, just shut the hell up. So Carolson, he's not taken by this bullshit.
He's not. And I want to.
How about that, Eric?
Yeah, before we move on from this, I want to, it's sad that we kind of have to reiterate this, but it's one of those things where when you think that people understand the Punisher and that what he does, but then you realize they don't. They just didn't get it. They just thought it looked cool and, very base level.
Yep.
And I there's room for that in a sense that you can enjoy things. I get it. But when you try to make an ideal out of something, but yet you don't care about what it actually means. You just want it for it's childish and ignorant.
It's just surface level.
But
it's literally fruit on the ground.
Yes,
if you don't look any deeper, then it just seems like you're a badass vigilante.
So to that point, this guy would think that the turtles, your heroes, the people that this book that we grew up loving and enjoying, granted they are vigilantes, but they're from Earth. They're not aliens.
No, they're not.
It's just that
they just don't
people
look
don't
like him.
know them, and they only now know that other species exist, and there's room for a learning curve and things like that. I get that.
Sure.
That's a difficult thing. However, you got to realize that the rest of the world's kind of realized that we're in a bigger game here. There's more happening here. And this masked guy would want to end the Ninja Turtles. Like, he is
100%.
not on the Turtles' side. He is not pro-Turtle. He is pro-Earthman, which the Turtles are Earthmen, but they're more than Earthman.
Well, it's a little of that, like, the whittling, the narrowing begins. Like, it turns out that when a xenoform comes to your planet, now all of Earth are basically all humanoids, all humans are elevated to the status of white Christians, basically. In this jihad, effectively, which again is hilarious.
It is, but I will say that
he says it.
I'm going to interrupt you. I will say though that is that whole thing with First Contact and how it's allegedly going to unify everybody.
That is the hope.
But unfortunately, this is unified in hate and xenophobia. But
I mean, in the Mass Effect universe, it did the same thing. Remember, like the whole thing is First Contact with the Turians.
Yeah,
we fought them first thing, and it united all the nations on Earth. Like it did its job, but we were united in fighting, basically.
Jeez.
So we became a gigantic xenophobe,
right?
Not just xenophobic against ourselves, but then xenophobic against everything else in the world, in the universe. So there's a lot of things interesting in here that are said, in particular, like obviously a lot of clues. It's obvious that even at this time that Laird feels pretty strongly about this kind of domestic terrorism.
Oh yeah. And again, this is right after 9/11.
2003. This is the real height of the war in Iraq. So this is starting to get a sniffle that maybe those WMDs aren't really there. Maybe it's just kind of funny. Kind of funny. He says here, polluting and defiling our precious bodily fluids, our sacred soil. So I think that's probably because he just didn't want to say blood and soil, which is a gigantic, like, far right rally cry. So he literally says blood and soil in what he says. And it's just one of those things where you kind of understand where it comes from. The fear of the unknown, right?
Yeah,
how xenophobia and bigotry can just kind of like graduate targets here.
No,
I think
that's a great point. And I am a huge advocate for across the board. My thing is that I always thought there was a Bible verse that said seek first to understand. I think there's something that you can approximate to that, but in my own life and experience, I've kind of adopted that as like sort of an apocryphal text or whatever, that to try to understand somebody first, and then when you can understand them, hopefully they try to understand you. That doesn't always happen, and that sucks, but you start to feel a little less crazy, and you can see where they're coming from. It's usually done by the bigger person, and somebody that's like, to this specific instance, it's like, you're home. Everything you've known about the world, about the universe, has just changed. So
100%.
Your entire identity has been uprooted, and like the holy text that you have didn't mention any of this. Nothing has been seen in your past that you can go back to necessarily, or we've seen yet, and much less would it be known to a commoner Earthman. But yeah, no, having your foundation be ripped from under you is terrifying, and this is a response. It's not really the best one, but it is a response
No.
that you can draw a line to and see. Yes, okay. Like now, it'd be one thing if he's like, they're taking our jobs. It's like, well, no, slow down. Like that's a little obnoxious.
He's like. He's almost there.
He's almost
like,
there.
like he's shifted over more to like having a kind of a moral kind of a moral holy mission now.
Yes.
Not necessarily focused on the economic but I guarantee you that before he was doing this, he was saying they're taking our jobs.
Oh,
You know
this
what
guy
I mean?
definitely.
Like that's the early version of this.
Yes.
Oh no, holy war, all this stuff, the Jihad. And I thought that was interesting too, because I'm like, Laird, man, that's that just using the term jihad and like and putting that in your comic, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is like out there,
Mm-hmm.
like especially at the time. Like, I mean, granted, there was less canceling and stuff back then, but damn, dude, like that term is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like to put in a comic.
I do like how
because he puts it right there. He says xenoform jihad.
Yeah.
And then if it was just Jihad and that was the name of the organization, and you had to kind of like infer that that's what it was, that it was that xenomorph or Xenos Jihad, that'd be one thing. But when he has xenoform Jihad on that dude's screen, it's like, oh no, that like that's what it stands for.
Yeah.
That's what I found so funny about that. I'm like, oh no. Don't get it twisted. That's not the name of some corporation. That is the joining of the term xenoform and jihad.
Right. I'm surprised it doesn't have a plus sign between the two words.
No, I'm surprised it doesn't have like upside down cross or something. I don't know what like I expect out of it.
I will say that I did like how nondescript,
like a sickle or something. I don't know what's going on.
How nondescript
or crescent moon. I mean, sorry.
The person looks like they're not necessarily an ethnicity that might be associated with stuff like this.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I feel like actually having it in a comic form is better, because if this was like a cartoon or something and you heard his voice, it would inform you.
Oh, absolutely.
He probably means to sound like a New Yorker, like an average New York white guy, but like I'm glad I don't know what he sounds like.
Right.
He could be Asian. He could be like Romanian. Any kind. It doesn't really matter at this point, because it's not about being white at this point. It is about like being whatever, Earth. But being Earth, for Earthmen. But
welcome
anyway,
to Earth.
Welcome to Earth. So don't worry. Carolston's like, this is some of that bigotry bullshit, and he goes to check the disc, and he's like, this is some old bullshit. And he like looks out the sky, and he says like, man, it's idiots like this that almost make me embarrassed to be human. And then a massive explosion happens downtown.
Yeah,
this is very much also like kind of a city at war kind of feeling, where it's like cut into some guy's life for a minute, see him get a disc in the mail, open it up, what the fuck, boom, and then we're out.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
oh, definitely.
He's just laying there. He may come back at some point, but like the city at war tech would be like, we're done with this guy.
And but he definitely says something, so he's not dead.
No.
So, yeah.
No. He says like, what the hell was that? He's kind of shooken up because the explosion happens. Be on the height of the building, maybe 3 blocks away, on the ground. It shatters the windows in the building, without a doubt, which an explosion like that would. And we see that he's hit by a little of the glass, and he gets knocked back by the force of the explosion. But his laptop's still on.
Yeah, and it still says
Xenoform
Jihad. Yeah. So,
but yeah, so that's interesting. So then we cut back to the turtles in their little turtle pods, and turns out alert, oh god, it's all corrupted, and that has something to do with something with the explosion. Like obviously, they lose the data stream, and as a result, all the turtle nanobots they're defenseless.
Yep,
and they just start getting cut up, bro. Okay. So it's time to come back to Splinter.
Tea time.
Splinter doing what I just did before this podcast. Making a hot cup of tea. 3 panels, man. Hot tea bag comes out. Ooh, my son, it's steeped long enough. Sits down to stir that bitch. Rat King in that bitch.
Rat King.
That
right there.
panel
Yes.
scared the actual shit out of me when I was reading it.
Yeah.
Dead ass. I was flipping the page 29. I was like, oh yeah, oh man, the nanobots, oh man, they're defenseless, they're getting destroyed. Oh, what's this T-shirt? Like I was like, oh god.
That's how the Rat King always gets you.
That's how he gets you, dude. He's just chilling in a doorway. Splinter's caught unawares. He grabs his little spoon.
Mm-hmm.
He does recognize that he's around. He's like, huh? And then you hear him like, oh, and he like drops his tea mug. He tries to kind of wander, it looks like he wanders into a closet.
Yeah. Or
and
like
he's kind of struggling.
I think this might be the area that leads. Like this might be the place where you go before you go outside.
It's like coat room.
Yes.
Yeah. You see Boots, you see Coach, and he's walking, and he says, "No, my sons," and he like falls down. He does not look good.
Mm-mm.
His eyes are just staring, dude.
Yeah.
And then it slides out, and you get out the front door. You get the bird feeder. The last page is that cat eating a bird.
Oh,
that's fucking
so
brutal,
good,
bro.
So good.
I'm like, that right there, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Full page.
That's what we come to the Turtles for. That's like
100%. 100%. That's crushing.
Yes.
Like I sound that page for a good long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to read there's a little wrap up at the end here. And I'll be honest, I was like half and half out of that. I was just still thinking about this right here.
Yeah.
So we cut down. Now all the first responders, they're trying to fight the fire. A 2-page splash of the explosion. Looks like it happened near the water. At like a port like building, a warehouse, gets exploded. And yeah, the responders come in, they find a dead alien. So you see one guy dead in the building. One of the Utroms shows up and he's kind of like, officers, we had several dozen workers in there. And he's like, look, man, we got 11 alive, a few dead. We're still searching. Just stand back. Let us work. And he's like, you know what? I got something better to do. And he dives his little Utron body into the water.
I love it.
And because he's looking at that data pipe. He's like, because the turtles, he's like, why is that connection broken, bro? I got to look into this. Swims down. Finds out. Cable.
Yep.
Busted, bro. Take a week to repair. Dives back up. Chops into his suit.
Love it.
Goes and tells the other Utrom, like, nah, man, that cable's screwed. And they're like, oh, what about doing it remote, like beaming a signal? And it's like, nah, man, it's got to be hardwired, bro. It's like it's too much data. Like we can't transfer that over the air. He's like, oh, fair. Cut back to the surgery wing. Shit's kind of going bad. Casey comes in like don't take the girl style, like take the heart from my chest and shit, and Doc's like, that's fine and all, but you got to go. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to save this woman's life. But then again, the minute he leaves, he's like, the doctor's like, I got nothing. Like,
yeah.
If we don't figure something out, how to get these turtle bots fighting again, like, they're gonna die and then she's gonna die. That's just what's gonna happen. That's when Glorum comes up with an idea. In the background, he'd been writing a simulator of the ninja's turtle skills to use for just later
conveniently
for fun times. And decides he's coded a virtual like AI turtle, effectively mind that can fight in the nanobot's body. So, given they're out of options because they can't get net reconnected turtles, they do it. They start the program, and they do come back to life. And they see him come back to life, and they're fighting. And they're almost saying like they're actually even better fighters than the turtles.
Right.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Right. We'll see. And then, of course, a gigantic tick-looking robot that's like the master mega nanobot
Mm-hmm.
that was dormant because Baxter's going to have that. He's an asshole. He's going to
is.
have that in the background. He's got saws on him. He runs to April's brainstem to sever it. I'm like, that's hardcore as fuck. And all the turtle bots basically, I think they even use the term kamikazes in here. They basically just like throw themselves at this big thing.
Mm-hmm.
They get destroyed, and but with enough. I'm sorry I'm yawning so much. I have no idea why. I had tea and everything. I have no idea what's going on.
It's the Rat King.
It was the Rat King's playing this little flute, bro.
Yep.
He's got me. He got me fucked up. And basically they're all but the turtle bots are all but destroyed, but the mega nanobot does explode. Mm-hmm. So now I thought it was funny that he was trying to cut into April's brainstem and then he exploded. I mean, if his saw blade can cut the brainstem, then couldn't the explosion hurt the brainstem? Because he was at the brainstem.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just.
But I wonder if how thick the
bunch of
blood
micro
is.
metal like flying.
Right. Like
flying
how that
into
moves
your
through
brainstem.
water or through blood and stuff.
Blood or
like
plasma. Yeah.
Yeah. It might be different.
Huh.
But
maybe. So basically they extract the remaining bots, and it turns out there's only 4 left of all those thousands, hundreds of thousands, and it's one of each.
One of each.
And you feel like they're definitely laying a thread in here because your boy Glaren's like, well, I'm gonna keep them.
Mm-hmm.
They might come back around. I'm gonna put them on this needle.
Yeah.
Hide them away. You know what I'm saying? Like, get ready because they might come back. You know what I'm saying? Put them away. So several hours later, we cut to the recovery room, and everything's great. Now, April did have to have her head shaved.
She did.
And that's going to be interesting, art-wise.
Especially with Lawson. Yeah.
Because there are some frames where she just straight up looks like a man. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you be the judge. You know what I'm saying?
In all fairness, Lawson has a hard time with people's faces. They hardly ever look the same. And you have to use other
panel to panel.
Right.
Yes.
Now the turtles look fantastic. Like he does
without a doubt.
Amazingly.
Without a doubt.
And the toy Utrom that's down at the foot of her bed just was killing me because I forgot about that.
Oh, it's cute. It's cute. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I love it. They get her a Udi the Utrom plush doll. And they're like, April, how you feeling? And she's like, well, I feel really beat the fuck up, even though I haven't been doing shit. I've been laying in bed. Run that joke. Man, I'm exhausted. It's almost like there was a nanobot war in me, and everyone's like, April, you card.
Yeah.
And then she says she just wants to straight up go home.
Yeah.
And April's and everybody's kind of like, whatever. I hate to say this, but man, bottom left, page 58, man. I mean, I'm just gonna say that April looks actually like
Dr. Phil.
Like Dr. She looks like Dr. Phil. I understand there's a shadow because she has like her temple, the side of her guy. But
it looks
black
like a
and white.
mustache.
It looks like it looks like the top lip looks like a mustache, and then the side looks like a horseshoe, like the shadow above her ear. That looks like some black hair.
Yeah.
And just the way she's kind of, well, how's that working for you? Like it's just like, isn't that what he says? Well, how'd that work for you?
Yeah.
Well, how's that working out for you? It feels
pretty good.
Like Casey's like, oh man, I'm so glad you're back, April. I love you. You're my wife, and I love you. And she's like, how's that working out for you?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Dr. Phil O'Neill.
Dr. Phil O'Neill, okay? Yeah, I cut to that. I gotta be honest, when I saw that, I said, who the fuck is I said, who? I'm like, which, like, is that some scientist or something? Is that some like nurse that's in the room or something? Is that some Broheim? Like,
yeah,
you'll be all right. Give it a couple days. No, it's April.
It's so weird.
I'm sorry. I call him how I see him. Know, and I love Jim, man. And I love the whole thing. But like sometimes you do it. Sometimes some days are diamonds, some days are rocks. You know what I mean? Some panels are diamonds, some panels are rocks. But they're talking about this, and then they get a phone call.
Mm.
Says, Leo takes it, gets on the phone, and he's like,
It's Steve.
No, are you sure it's Steve?
Yeah.
How? When? Who found him? Was it? Oh, I see. Right. No, we'll be up as soon as we can. Thanks, Steve. Yes, I know. Goodbye. And then everyone's like, "What? Who's on the phone?" You know what I'm saying? And the bottom page, 59, bottom panel, we see basically our cover,
Yeah.
or the beginning of our cover. The next page, you get the full thing.
Mm-mm.
And they're basically saying, "What is it?" And he's like, "It's Steve from Northampton. To tell us Master Splinter is dead." And then you get your real cover on page 60.
Yeah.
And he's holding a cell phone. And
Yep.
what?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Master Splinter gone, is dead.
Yeah, a little sudden, a little like what you talking about. You know what I mean?
I'd say.
Overall, I mean, what were your thoughts about the issue? I mean, it's tough because the entire issue, finishing it right, you see that a lot of it is about Splinter, actually. Like the beginning section, which just feels like a cold open, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out to be this like kind of little mini story about like Splinter's wisdom and guidance and stuff, and you're like, okay. And then obviously, Karai brings up Splinter's teachings to Shadow and how she can see Splinter's influence in her and how he taught her well.
Mm-hmm.
All the way, to what's going on right now. So what are your thoughts on the issue, I guess, in total?
I thought the issue was great. I loved the nanobot fights. I thought that was neat. And it was silly, but like Turtles has room for that. And that's fine. I'm loving the world at large, knowing and addressing the Turtles and them not having to hide necessarily. I love that. But again, like we mentioned when it happened, the Splinter stuff, like the silent issues from Mirage have always been stuff that we've thoroughly enjoyed. And it's just always neat. Splinter has that calming feeling, like when he's in the book, like you kind of feel like, well, he has that dad energy that that things are probably going to be okay. And that's really rough to find out that that's gone. And seeing Rat King, I've got so many questions about that. I don't know what that's about.
I've got so many questions about that. That's crazy.
The thing that makes me kind of sad is that so if you want to emphasize like we did with what Splinter was doing when he saw the cat, he looked back and he was like, you can follow me if you want, but you don't have to. And the cat follows him, and he probably felt good about that. He probably felt like he made a difference in this and that. And then to have the last thing that he sees is the cat doing the opposite of what he had kind of taught him, the cat more or less. And that's kind of rough. But yeah, no, I love it.
No, it says a lot about the cat's nature, and I'm gonna say it. I don't think he's really dead.
Okay.
Like I'm it just the when I first got so not counting next issue, but this issue, I'm like, I got a funny feeling about that one. I think what it looks like is that potentially the Rat King poisoned him. I think that's supposed to be like kind of what you think.
Oh, because they showed the tea.
He makes his tea, he drinks his tea, and then he falls over. Yeah. And the Rat King would know how to poison a rat, right? Like,
that's a good point.
I don't know. The Rat King being there is weird. Yeah. But obviously it's foul play.
Like something's afoot. And
Rat King being there and him dying, him like like passing out and dying is not. That's just not random.
Yeah.
That's not just like, oh, God damn, a Rat King. The day my luck sucks. Wife's always pissed on my face. The day I come to visit Splinter and make amends, he just drops dead of a heart attack. It's like,
Right.
no,
And it's not like
that's not a thing.
it's not like the first TMNT game where the Rat King's like just bouncing and throwing boomerangs, and if you kill him and you go outside and you come back in, he's back again. It's not like that.
No.
So,
you don't fight like 50 ass Rat Kings in this one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he's
so,
just straight up dead. Anyway, so that's that issue, and we will soon follow up with issue 11. So
yes, very soon, as in right now. Oh wait, I hit the wrong button. Here we go. Here we go.
Got him.
TMNT Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 11. We got $2.95 and $2.95 August 2003, and this one is $4.10 in Canada.
I mean, it's like that price drop.
So yeah, that's
well, it's a shorter issue. It's not nearly as long as the other issues. So definitely a slimmer volume this time around.
Yeah. What do you think of this cover?
I love this cover. This digital painting is like dumb as shit. It's Splinter in like a funeral pyre. And like there's something about the way there's like the flames like playing off his fur, and he's kind of like he has kind of a smile on his face.
Yeah, the way that they did his mustache and everything, it kind of intimates a pleasant disposition.
Yes, but his hands were folded across his chest like he did, and yeah, I really like the art. I think this thing jumps off the fucking stand, dude. The bright colors.
And again, this is something
I don't know if
you're gonna want to buy this because you want to know like what's up with your boy,
like what's going on.
Yeah,
I mean, like, now I don't know if if you're just walking around that's Splinter dead. You may not know that. You might be like, oh, why is he laying there? Like, oh, is he meditating? Like, because the art isn't obvious, like a dead ass body like covered in blood or anything. It's very. If you know, you know. But I tell you what, with the color range and the contrast, they were screaming at you from the cover on this one. I love it.
A lot of this cover and the colors and the art in general on this cover reminds me of a lot of the Kubert brothers' work with their X-Men cards back then. Well, maybe not 2003, but like in the late 90s.
That style.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Yeah.
So
really high contrast, really high saturation, like just kind of all over the place.
Yeah. So
good stuff.
Start with the credits. We got Peter Laird writing, lettering, inking, toning. We got Jim Lawson layouts, penciling, Eric Talbot inking, Michael Dooney cover painting, and Dan Berger production assistance. So we start out in Central Park, New York City to be exact, and we've got some stuff going on where we see a picnic, and there's these two women that are like, talking, and they are catching up on things, kind of slice of life kind of deal. And then from
I'm sorry. I had to put out one thing here. Just one thing. The intro where they talk about the same guy that designed Central Park did all the grounds for the 1893 Columbian exhibition in Chicago. That's absolutely correct. And then it goes into the other character says, I know I never should have had my dad lend you Devil in the White City. And that book is fucking awesome.
Oh, really? I haven't read it.
Yeah, it's what?
I said I have not read it.
Oh, I thought you pulled like, oh, is it? I've read it. I was like, oh shit, like
no. You mean this?
It's like signed copy, side cover, like OG, like CGC graded, like it's in like a huge ass brick, there's like some of like Dan Larson's like fingernails like in there, like DNA, like his mother's blood in a vial.
Yeah. His rat tail.
Devil in White City is a great book. It basically goes through the building of the White City, which was the 1893 World's Fair, the first World's Fair. Thank you very much. And H.H. Holmes, like in Chicago at the same time, because like he was literally there murdering people at the same time the fair was going on, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
He actually went to the fair, which is wild. A lot of Chicago's earliest elevated lines
Yeah.
were made for the 1893 World's Fair.
Oh, okay.
We had one literally because I was studying like which ones in our hotel. The Green Line
Yeah.
literally was built to feed people into the 1893 World's Fair, and it was right outside my hotel, and
That's
it's just
awesome.
still there, the same steel. I'm like, this is fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Olmsted, the guy who designed all of the groundswork for the World's Fair, designed Central Park at the same time. By the way, he was flying back and forth from like New York to Chicago, planning both those things.
That's wild.
He was a landscape architect.
That's awesome. Like, I always wonder about the
It's
World's
insane.
Fair. Like, when you do the first one, is it kind of like Comic-Con when it starts in your city? And it's just like, oh, it's in the airplane hangar. And you're just like, oh, sure. And then the next week it's at the
DoubleTree.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah. Well, so Paris had an exhibition that was like the first World's Fair, but it wasn't a World's Fair because it was literally the Paris exhibition.
Okay.
It was like before the idea of a World's Fair. They just like had a big ass thing, and they're like, everyone come to Paris, like everybody come and like bring all your technology, bring all your cool shit, like bring shit from around the world, motherfuckers. It's a world party, bitch. And everyone's like, oh shit. And then Dr. Eiffel built the Eiffel Tower for it.
That's nuts.
Just as like that's the centerpiece.
There you go.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, God damn, that's nuts. Then we wanted to have one.
Yeah.
And we wanted to be better than that. And we're like, yeah, we gotta be better than that French shit. So we start working on it. And not as impressive, but kind of cool. The first Ferris wheel.
Oh.
And one of the largest Ferris wheels ever built. Built by Mr. Ferris, the man who designed the Ferris wheel.
No less.
For the World's Fair. To understand the size of this Ferris wheel, recognize that, normally when you're in a Ferris wheel, there's like the little, like you sit in a little 2-seater boy.
Okay.
And it goes around the thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Those versions of that on this gigantic thing were entire train cars.
Oh, jeez.
Like,
that's massive.
You've seen plenty of Amtrak like trains.
Yeah. Oh,
take an entire Amtrak train car and put it between those wheels, and then imagine the scale.
That's
where
insane.
that still has the shape of a Ferris wheel.
Right.
There's a really funny story about the first time they turned it on because Ferris wasn't there.
Yeah.
He was just like, he was somewhere else again working on, because these men were doing all this crazy shit.
Right.
He was in like Baltimore, like sending like telegrams, like on the wireless, like turn it on now. And they're like, okay. There were so many old bolts and tools and shit that were left up there from them working on that big ass structure.
Yeah.
That when it started to turn, all these wrenches were falling from like several hundred feet in the air. And like apparently the people, so they had like a whole little thing where people from different countries came and lived there.
Yeah.
Apparently the Egyptians in the Egyptian part were like very interested in this thing. And they were all there waiting for it to turn on. And when it turned on, they all went running because the fucking wrenches were falling and like toolboxes and shit, like going like 2 feet into the ground. And like, luckily nobody was hurt. But they were dodging like full on hammers.
That's wild.
Like from 200 feet up as they're running because they've been building it for like a year.
Yeah.
It never actually turned ever. Anyways.
That's massive.
Yeah. So unfortunately it wasn't permanent.
Right.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
Because like,
that'd have been nice to see.
Like,
yeah.
That'd have been nice to see if it was, well, I mean, the Space Needle was built for the World's Fair in Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's a history of those big structures. Anyway, I like the call out to Devil in the White City, the call out to the urban landscape architecture of Mr. Olmsted. It's very fascinating stuff.
There you go. Got his due in TMNT Volume 4.
He sure did.
So, yeah, these two ladies, they're complimenting each other and catching up and just, talking about food and different things. And then we cut to some people observing them. And, well, actually one man or person, I should say, because this could be April in a trench coat. I don't know, because the way Lawson draws them, you know. But
That's
but
really good.
yeah,
That's really good.
so
bro.
they're in the shadows observing these women, and then moments later, we see a bunch of people just approaching the two ladies, and one suggests that they are just looking for someone to play frisbee with, and the other says, "Yeah, goth frisbee." So yeah, like apparently these two ladies are hating on the weird goths that come out of the woods. So yeah, and rightfully so, because they seem to be vampiric, you know, or vampiric, however you pronounce it. And
I mean, that vampire looking at you right now on page 5, I still don't know. In the middle, I still don't know if that's not April.
it could be. I mean, you know, we don't know. Only Lawson knows. But they all charge at the two girls. One of them has the knife that they've been cutting the fruit for their picnic ready, you know, to defend. But they are very quickly turned into their own picnic. Or another picnic, yes. And
indeed.
So one of the other girls ends up kicking a vampire that's trying to get her in the gonads. And
so, question:
mm-hmm.
Would you, if I was talking big with the knife, and I said, "Yeah, these fuckers gonna pay you. They come over here, goth ass," but I get like ate up like an actual like a piece of meat. Would you leave me to get help, or would you fight to like free me from the vampires? Would you basically leave me there? Would you would you leave me?
I don't
to get burned up like a piece of toast,
like Lisa Barenghi. No, I think that I would probably. My first thought would be, let me find a weapon. Let me look to do something.
All right,
and then my second thing would be like, let's see how many times he's been bit. If I can tell, like this is all within an instant. So like, I'm like,
I understand.
If I see like 3 bites, I'm probably like, yeesh. Okay, that's a lot of vampire goo in him, I guess.
You'd be like, there's a doornail.
There's a doornail.
You like
run
away.
And I'm like, let me go.
I'll
go get help. But like if
I
don't know. I mean, it's tough because you want to go get help.
If I'm bit, it's over.
But if you're bit, it's over.
If I'm bit, it's over.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I'm looking at you that way, man, like I love you to death, but if I see like a couple sets on your neck, one on your arm, I'm like, dude, fuck. Like, the most I can hope to do is like go find a weapon or go like get help so we can like murk a bunch of them like in your name kind of shit. It's like that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. So I mean, I don't think there's really a wrong answer. It's just you got to live with the choice.
I mean, yeah,
know when to hold.
You got to live with it.
Know when to fold them.
Oh shit.
Know how many bites it takes to make you walk away. There you go. Well, it wasn't much for this lady to run away. So she's running away looking for help, and she finds the equestrian police, and you know, she's hysterical, and she's like, "Oh, there was too many of them. They started biting my friend, and it's all weird." And they say, "Call it in. We'll be there pronto." And so they take after her, but this lady has passed out. So so the cops are on their way to rectify the situation. And let's see, will it go? Nope, they're too far. Yes. So the cops make it their way to the clearing where there was the picnic, and they find the girl, and she is there's no sign of the perpetrators, but she's dead. The girl is definitely dead, and dead as a doornail. And it looks like she has bites on her. I can't tell if that's just Lawson's art or not.
I can see sets of 2.
Oh, no, I
like
see
on
it
her, on her chest, on her neck.
I was just looking at the last panel, but the first 2 panels you can definitely see it. And
the last panel you can see it. They're little dots.
Yeah.
Like they're there. They're just a lot less noticeable.
Yeah. So we go to a 1-page splash of a turtle on a log, and then there's something burning or some kindling going on, and just kind of setting the scene of what we're about to get into, which is Splinter's funeral. And so this turtle, this is all, a lot of this is just silent pages, just blank, no words. and this turtle rolls off the log, swimming around. I believe it's Michelangelo that's down there swimming with him, and just hanging out. He comes up for air, and he's sad, puts on his bandana, and then sees Raph chopping like too much wood, just making too much wood, but he's just doing it because he's trying to get through his emotions and everything. And and so he says, "The heck are you doing? Building a canoe? We have enough wood." And it's just he's got some extra energy to burn off. Then we see Leo, and he's taking the wood, putting it on the pyre, setting it all up, and they should go get the others. And then they ask, "Where's Dawn?" Then we see, and like the way that the sun comes through when you're about to get the Master Sword in
it's
Legend of Zelda game.
It's real, bro.
It's beautiful, and you got a solemn Donnie just coming like through the bushes, and he goes up. He's looking around, and he's kind of just like touching Splinter's hand, and then you see in the middle panel he's got a dime bag and some clippers, and your boy says, "Forgive me, Sensei," and circumcises Splinter right there. That's it.
No,
didn't know that.
I'll be honest, with the way the art is, I kind of thought he just took a piece of the wood. Like it was weird. Like when I first just looked at the art, I thought, oh, like he like snapped a twig off it to remember it, and was kind of like, oh, forgive me, because it's like I took a piece of your funeral pyre. But like the more, honestly, like I think you read it right, because the more you look at it, it's kind of like, why is it in a bag, bro?
And why is he saying forgive me? Like I don't think Splinter would give a shit about wood. But the foreskin makes the most sense, and
I hope I mean, he wasn't alive for it.
That's true.
So,
and that's for the best.
No anesthetic needed.
No,
it is for the best.
Yeah, and so
but that was interesting.
Oh yeah. And so he takes he puts the bag in his belt and looks around, and then just does the little Mario jump that Lawson does when turtles run. They just
100%. Slash a little bit of like Skeletor, like, see you next week, or like, bye kids.
Until next
like
time.
When he drops some real shit. Until next time, he like hauls ass. Like, yeah, that's kind of what it looks like too.
Oh, definitely. Then we get some more silent pages.
Shit. Yeah.
You got a bird on a tree limb. Nobody's there in the forest. And then you see Leo and Dawn coming through. The bird takes flight. And then we've got some more people. And we're going to go through. I got a list of all the people that have shown up.
Yeah.
And then everyone's kind of there. I believe that we have the 4 turtles. April, who has the cane. We have Casey, and Shadow. Then there's a lady that I'm not sure who this lady is yet.
That's April's sister.
Oh, okay. So it could
and wait, did April's sister die in canon?
No, she's still there. She was at the.
That's April's sister. I can't remember her name. Fuck, that's terrible.
Ooh, it's up if you scroll up. If you scroll up
that
in our
bitch
notes,
got arrested.
If you scroll up in our notes, we have everyone's names, so it should be.
Oh, it's there. Oh, sweet.
It should be there.
Is it rusted?
Then we have Professor.
Bro, you just write a lady, bro.
No. I'm talking about up at the very top. So Robin is April's sister.
Robin. Oh, you got it. it. Yeah.
So
yep, Robin. Robin's there.
So that very well could be Robin. Then Professor Honeycutt, 2 Utroms. Stainless Steve Steel, Zippy Lad, Metalhead, Mr. Bronze, some weird punk kid, and some other Matrix-looking dude. I think that these are Kevin and Peter. I could be mistaken, but I think that they were kind of like
maybe
who they threw them in there as. But I can't remember who they are.
One is they might be Kevin and Peter. One thought I saw was almost like Doesn't that look a little bit like that Hunter guy and Shadow's boyfriend? The guys that, like, when they caught him, like the guy that the boy they caught in the woods and shit, the Steve and the other guy caught in the woods.
But who's the Hunter guy?
I don't know.
Because wasn't that Mr. Bronze, or is that who you're thinking of? Or
maybe.
But it could be. But here's the thing: Shadow's boyfriend doesn't remember any of this because they Kung Pao lobotomized him.
They did Kung Pao lobotomize him.
Yeah. So I don't think he remembers.
Okay, I think that might be Kevin and Peter. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's Kevin and Peter.
Yeah, Dr. Honeycutt, Gurin, and another Utrom.
Yeah,
they're all here.
So I think that's that. The turtles, say it's turtle time, and
oh man,
they
dark is that shit?
Yeah, they pick up Splinter and they carry him, and it's like a whole procession. And I love this. This is just great.
It's intense.
Yeah. And, and so they take him to the raft that they built that they're gonna, set it on. And Leo's getting all the stuff set up and everything's, they're taking out the bars that they carry him on. And the turtles swim him out, which I thought was wonderful. And
that's pretty great.
Yeah, then the other three head back. Leo turns and looks back just to make sure he's not like sight, or like got like or got like Ashton Kutcher pops up because Punked was on back then. I think.
Hell, oh no, you're right. Punked was a thing in 2003. Gotta watch out.
It's your boy Ashton Kutcher, man. We got with Splinter. We're gonna mess with the Turtle Boys. Oh man, they didn't cut Shredder any slack, so we ain't cutting them any either. And so we got the Rat King in on this.
Oh fuck! Yeah. Oh fuck! No, bro.
So
too soon.
Yeah. So they get to shore, and Michelangelo's like, Leo, look, and it's they're like, oh, she got our message, and it's Radical, and
nice.
That's cool, but it's kind of like
comes down like the Vitruvian Man.
Oh yeah,
that's some like Dr. Manhattan shit.
Oh,
like the way she drops in on that shit.
Like I get that aliens have just made themselves known and everything on on Earth and all that, but like,
and thus also the superheroes are out too,
right? And
like they're everywhere now.
But still, like you show up to someone's funeral like this, like I don't know, I just feel like that's a little much. Like it's
no that's like rolling up literally right before like the person giving the eulogy is about to start,
right?
And like rolling up like big dick and like a big ass like Beamer, with like some like fucking like crunk playing like low as fuck, like loud as shit, like trunk rattling.
Yeah,
that's basically what this is.
Exactly. So Leo's like, hey everybody, thanks for coming. My brothers asked me to say something about Splinter. Yeah, I'm sure that they asked you. You're the only one. Yeah, no, I don't know. But Leo goes on and he says, what can I say? He found us, saved us, taught us, raised us, gave us a foundation of honor and compassion, which has served us well. He wasn't perfect, though he came as close to it as anyone I've ever met. He was mostly wise and rarely foolish. It's very hard to imagine what life is going to be like without him. But if he were here to witness this, he would surely tell us that his passing is merely another turn of the great wheel, much like the World's Fair is wheel. And
yes, and much like prophesized in movie 1 to spin that wheel.
Right, exactly. That perfect. And that we should look forward, not back, and to honor him, that is what we will try to do. But we will never forget him, our sensei, our master, our father.
Oh.
There you go. And so now you have more close-up images of some more people, and we see two new people showed up. There's an anthropomorphic cat person and a strange creature with a pie symbol on its forehead.
Yeah, but I don't know who those are.
They're not named at all.
I had nothing for that.
Yeah, and
the problem is they're intentional.
Yeah,
like those are characters. I don't know who that, but like I'm drawing a super big blank, especially in canon, like in Mirage canon.
Yeah.
Who are those people?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Those have to be some like side characters from like another like Mirage comic or something.
That makes a lot of sense.
On closer inspection on page 22, that is Kevin and Peter in the top right corner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's them. And so so Leo gets ready to launch the funeral pyre bow, and then somebody else makes a grand appearance. And it's Renee. It's like
even later
these two ladies, they just it's like they show up in like Shekinah glory and just and it's like, goodness gracious, couldn't you just come from the back?
That's what I'm saying. It also like it is just kind of funny to me because like she shows up even later, and here's the part, she's the one that's like in charge of time.
I know.
It's like she could literally show up whenever she wants.
Yeah. She's a time master, something like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, my eyes are watering because I'm coughing.
You got a little cough in your eyes. You're not
I'm not emotional.
It's not you're not because you're tearing up.
No, not at all. But so the turtles don't know who this is actually, which is classic Renee. Like, she's just gonna show up and be like, "Oh, I didn't announce this," and yeah, the turtles think they're gonna fight. And so everyone's getting ready. It's so funny. And then Casey recognizes her. And it's Renee. And so she's like, with your permission, I would like to attend the ceremony. He was a wise old rat, and once when it really mattered, he was kind to me. And I love that. That's just so good. And yeah. Oh, so good.
That's really good.
So then this gives us a hint about some stuff which might make sense why we don't recognize these people yet. So Leo says he'd be honored to have you. She says thank you. And then the creature that had the pie symbol on their forehead says some stuff in a weird language that we can't read. And she goes, shh, later. And then there's another, I think that's April. Yeah, April's there. And she's got like a bucket hat on because she's, doesn't have any hair.
Yeah, she's got a little of that, yeah.
Yeah. She says, Renee, I wonder if. Casey's like, hey, what is it, babe? She goes, oh, nothing really. I'm just surprised to see her. I was like, huh.
So
interesting.
That could be one of your ways out of this.
Yeah.
So Donnie took what is effectively a flesh sample, DNA sample, something. Hair maybe, or something, a little something to work on, a little something that way. Guy.
Yeah.
And then so I was just checking TMNTpedia just to double check on these characters. Those characters have yet to be known.
Yeah.
They are not, like, you're not supposed to ever know who they are.
Yeah.
The equation he spits out, they actually type it out here, but they don't give an answer for it. And they do confirm that Kevin and Peter are there. So we've got everybody. Except obviously like the two characters that you don't know who the fuck they are.
Right.
Like on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Leo shoots the arrow and he scores. We get a lot of snap, crackle, and pop. And so yeah. And then this got me too. Hey Don, look over there in the reeds. Huh. Oh, Leatherhead. He knew.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, your boy Leatherhead's just in the swamp.
Your boy Leatherhead is in those reeds, bro. Like,
so good.
I hope he ain't trying to get a bit of delicious fried rat. Jess Holly, why'd you make me a Leatherhead? Oh, I got some of that delicious fried rat on the bear.
That'd be messed up. But
that would be
like he's just doing it, and then like it ends with him just chomping. He just.
Well, that's when we saw Leatherhead in canon. He was like, Yeah, I've got a mind. My mind's falling apart because I'm kind of like you guys because the Utrons fucked with me, but I'm also a scientist. And the problem is, like, they fucked my mind up and I'm going insane and I'm eventually going to be fucking crazy. And they're like, honor to meet you.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, so it's a little bit like he might just be back to being a turtle or back to being a big ass alligator at this point.
yeah. There's no telling. But now that the Utroms are back, I'm curious
That's got
because
potential.
his whole thing was that he felt like he was a part of the Utroms and that he should have went
Yeah.
with them. And so I'm wondering if
Yeah,
that's gonna
yeah, without a doubt.
tie in. But yeah, you get everyone leaving Leo to cry by
Everybody.
himself. And his tears turn into a puddle transition where we see some ninja running down a alleyway, and they are like apparently looking for somebody, or no, somebody's chasing them or something. And this person jumps down, and they kind of look like a mixture of like an Aztec warrior and like a smaller sentinel kind of character. Like a Mesoamerica
Yes.
kind of like look to them.
Yeah, Mesoamerican, but also like a sentinel. A little bit of there's a lot going on there.
There's like a New Gods kind of look to him too. Yeah,
There is a New Gods look.
He makes short work of all the ninja that are there, which we assume might be Foot Ninja, but I don't know. But he
they're wearing 99% of the uniform. Like it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I think that it's Foot, but
and so he makes short work of him, puts his weapon up, and then throws a triangle on one of the foot soldiers, and it says to be continued. Now I remember the triangle used to be a sign of the Triceratons, if I'm not mistaken.
Triceratons, yeah.
Yeah. And
he's humanoid, but yeah, the little metal triangle. It's almost like a little calling card or something. It's weird.
Yeah,
but I like it.
Curious about what that's all about. So yeah, and then that's that. Now you said there's something in this letters section.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. I'm barely gonna talk about this.
Okay.
It is just very interesting because I remember this, and I've actually polled people that were literally like born and raised, like say that were born in like the early to mid 80s. Like, do you remember this from like the early 2000s? And like I get about a 50-50 success rate.
Okay.
Right on this. But he talks about it here. So this is like nice because this is like, okay, confirmed. Like,
yeah.
Like I didn't Mandela effect this shit. It happened.
Okay.
He talks about how, and this is a long run, by the way, guys. This is, so you know how the letters column is normally bisected into two, like columns of text. This is 1, 2, 3, 4.5. I'm gonna call it 5 total. So basically 2.5 pages of this thing. Almost, it's damn near like a little newsletter area from Laird. It's just Laird writing, which is so weird. He talks a lot about some of the art and stuff.
Okay.
He talks about people criticizing Jim Lawson, saying his art sucks, and he thinks that people should just stop saying sucks, especially because it's a old bigoted, homophobic term, but also like it's the laziest thing you could say. And I'm like, I word up to that. Now this is funny. It says, and I don't want to like read all this.
Okay.
But he basically says, a couple years ago, so 2001, there emerged, beginning on the web, but spreading to other media, a wave of incredible hype about a mysterious machine called It or Ginger. This new device was supposed to be bigger than the internet. It was going to change the way cities are built. It was going to be revolutionary. Commonly, these kinds of claims about a new product are taken with a grain of salt, but this seemed to be a different situation. The inventor, Dean Kamen, had an excellent reputation for innovation in his inventions, mostly in the medical field, and some of the most provocative speculation about Ginger's projected impact came from heavy hitters like Jeff Bezos and Steve Jobs. Do you remember this hype over this invention this guy was going to unveil?
Do I remember this? No, I have.
Do you
no
remember
idea.
this?
No.
It was going to change everything.
Mm-mm.
It was going to be a big reveal on like Good Morning America, but it was this gigantic hype. Like it was going to literally change everything about humanity's path forward.
I was too busy getting laid, man. Like I don't remember any of that. I'm sorry, no, I'm kidding. I'm totally joking at all.
Too busy listening to Skillet.
Yeah, ooh, no, never.
I know.
Yeah, no, I seriously don't. Like I
you
just
don't remember it? Okay.
I remember the Y2K or Y2K, and then
Sure. Yep.
I remember the 9/11 attacks, and that's it. And that's about it.
That's it. And we find ourselves here.
Yeah.
So I don't want to read all this, but this is fucking great. So imagine my disappointment when, to great fanfare, Ginger, now with the official name of Segway Human Transporter, was finally unveiled to the view of the public on Good Morning America with Diane Sawyer. And it was an electric scooter.
Oh.
An unusual electric scooter, clearly the most technologically sophisticated electric scooter on the planet, but still, in all, an electric scooter. I was crestfallen and kicked myself for buying into the hype. What an idiot. People were so upset that it was the Segway.
Like,
people were so fucking mad that it was an electric scooter.
Yeah.
Myself included. I did not know what the hell. It sparked, I thought, who fucking knew what this thing was going to be?
Yeah.
Like, and it was just a hype. It was a hype tactic. It was bullshit. It was like literally a big ad for Segways. Now, don't get me wrong. They are like, they were really revolutionary.
Right.
As far as scooters go. And he had a lot of big ideas. The idea was like, I finally built the one like single person vehicle that like anyone can drive. Even kids can have a kid's Segway and be totally safe. And we won't need cars downtown anymore. Like he had big plans about all of downtown. I remember this from like hearing about it back then. Like the idea is it would redraw the way cities are done because streets would now be safer because there'd be no vehicles like cars allowed in the city.
Right. Oh, okay.
It would all be Segways. So like, you wouldn't need cabs anymore. Everybody would be mobile. And it would help people that had a hard time walking, and it would just get us. It's almost like the people mover at the airport idea.
Okay.
But anyways, the rest of this is him saying, but time heals all wounds, as they say. Now, this is a guy who's a nerd and also has money. Here we go. But time heals all wounds, as they say. And some months later, I noticed that Amazon.com was offering Segways for sale on their website. You had to sign up early and drop a deposit of $400. Now, this is 2003. And go for a 2-hour training session at one of Segway's locations.
That's wild.
They would even ship it to you.
Huh.
But you could buy one for about $5,000. I started thinking about it, and a few weeks later, I bit the bullet and ordered one, mostly out of curiosity. About 2 months later, I went to Bedford, New Hampshire for my training session at the Segway plant there. I'm going to stop right there. The rest of this is a Segway travelogue.
What?
It is about his Segway adventures.
That's wild.
It is the most nerdy shit you could ever read. It is amazing in the fact that it feels like a very thoughtful, very nerdy friend writing you a very fun email that you read at work when you're ultra bored about his Segway adventures.
Yeah.
And I love it. It is the most Donatello thing that's ever happened. Like, it's more Donatello than Donatello in the comics. Like,
wow. And
he keeps going. And he rode up to the top of Mount Greylock, the tallest mountain in Massachusetts, on 3,491 feet. He talks about places that are paved roads, how they go off-road. They can't really go off-road. You have to watch about the incline, all this stuff. And then it kind of ends with him talking about the revived Tales of the TMNT comic, which we need to have on our radar. Or I don't know if it ever came out.
I don't remember. I think it did.
Oh, maybe it might not. It said the revived Tales of the TMNT comic is on schedule for startup next January. Stephen Murphy just showed me some really neat art by Chris Allen for one of these issues. Very nice stuff. He just talks about Segways forever. And I just wanted to say it was such an important touchstone for me. I was flipping to the back I was like, is he really writing about segways? I started skimming. I'm like, oh, I gotta read all this now.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He's
You're
like,
already in.
oh,
You're
my
invested.
my second Segway trip, probably my most challenging Segway trip. One last Segway trip. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, bro. So yeah, he goes from being like a fucking scooter.
Yeah.
I'm out.
To being
To
all
being
in.
like, well, I mean, he is cool. He's smart, and I do have money. Oh, but you got to take it. I could take a training course. It's stupid as shit. Oh, okay, now I got it. $5,000. Oh, I ain't
Right.
like running away. Anyway, just wanted to mention that.
That's great.
That plus the like, good thing I've got my PC or the good thing I've got my Mac and not my PC.
Right.
That way I don't get what do you say? Like trashed by some vandalware. I'm like, whoa, and then QuickTime opening up.
Right.
Like you can tell that there is no one in that building to go like nerd
Oh, yeah.
at him like anymore.
Yeah, no.
Like
no.
He
He's
is
just letting
king
it
of the
fly.
castle. Either no one dares call him a fucking nerd, or like they're all as nerdy as him, and
Yeah.
like the cool guys out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
That place has turned to a full-on nerd fest.
Oh, yeah.
And him writing a whole thing at the end about segways, especially when this issue is so short, and maybe that's why he had to do it. He's like, well, we gotta make us some pages. I mean,
Oh,
I could
better yet,
I
what
could
if
do
there
something about segways.
what if there was an actual other page that he took out because he had this letter printed that explains who
I
those
forgot.
other people are? And
Eric,
he's
you have to pull up. You have to pull up the comic again.
okay.
You have to go all the way to the back. Last page.
Give me a moment.
I forgot this was in here.
Goodness gracious.
Yep, right. Keep going. Got one more.
Oh, the pictures. Oh my gosh.
That is Peter on his Segway, taking it through water proudly. Look how proud he is.
That is fantastic.
And then him near the peak of that mountain, very excited in the fog.
That's amazing.
He has two color pictures in his comic of him on a Segway. This is what's happening right now at Mirage, and I am here for it.
This is what your
It is
money
the
back in.
cutest-
This is what all that
Yes.
cover price paid for. Yeah.
Correct. You want to pay your 550 pennies for last issue before this one?
Yeah.
And your 550 Maple Leafs or whatever you pay? Like, this bought this man a Segway, and I'll give him, he is enjoying the shit out of it.
Oh yeah. Money can't buy
He's using
happiness,
the hell
but it
out
can
of
buy a Segway.
There's something so cute about him on the back of that. That is literally like the funniest shit I've ever seen. It is nerd centric. It is Nerd City over there.
It is. It's great. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in on him. Let's see.
Oh yeah, he's so happy.
I want this one.
He knew he cut through that water. He's like, this is bad as fuck. He's like, this bitch costs 5 large, bro. And I'm gonna roll through. I'm gonna roll up through this damn water, boy, and watch me. Look at this shit. He's like, I'm at the peak of this bitch. I'm not out of breath. I took a 2-hour course.
Yeah.
I had to put a $400 deposit on Amazon.com.
Back in
For this bitch.
2003. Look at this. Oh, that
Yeah, look at
smile.
this. Look at him cut through that water. Feet dry as fuck. Tell me that ain't Jesus. Tell me it ain't Jesus. Tell me he ain't walking.
He's
on
walking
that
on water.
bro.
He's
Tell me
walking on
he ain't
water, bro.
Sliding on that bitch. Tell me he ain't sliding, parting water with that brand new
He's
Segway.
walking on
bro.
it, parting it, and probably turned it to wine. It looks purple. So yeah.
Oh, 100%. No, that bitch a Segway serial number 1. You know what I'm saying? On that
yeah.
motherfucker. He
Oh,
was an early adopter,
zero
bro.
number one. Oh my God. That's so good.
Serial number 001 of
Yeah.
this bitch. Riding past this bitch. Probably the first Segway ever made, bro.
Mhm.
And
That's amazing.
he's so excited, and there's no one there to tell him he's a nerd.
Yeah.
I love it.
Except for the person who took the picture.
Good point.
So, I mean, but
Oh,
I mean, we don't know that person was somebody who's like
you
Segway.
think it's
Like a Pretty Woman
not
situation.
like Peter Laird to have a timed camera that he would set up
Okay,
and
that's
then
very
roll
true.
into frame?
that is very true. Yeah.
Like, he wouldn't have set a camera up to do a burst shot of him going through the water
Yeah.
because he's got all day.
Oh, sure.
I think
Yeah, what else he
literally-
doing?
On his hip, I think that actually is a camera bag.
Or a
See
water
it?
bottle. Yeah.
Oh, maybe a water ball. Just
Or
the way it kind of goes across. It looks like it's leather.
Yeah. It could be.
He doesn't have it on in the other photo because it's like he's wearing a whole different, like he's got a jacket on and stuff.
It's a separate day.
Anyway, we're going on way too long about this. This is remarkable as shit to me. It was such a early 2000s moment. It totally synced up with that whole thing about like everyone on the edge of their seat about what this guy's going to reveal. Then it's a segue. And then it turned into this whole thing with Peter Laird basically being like, so I bought one and it's fucking cool, man. It's really fucking cool. And like, let me tell you all about it. Oh, by the way, here's some like cool, like these are like family photos. These are like photos your uncle sends you. Like, look, I made it to the top of the mountain. And you're like,
that thing I told you I was going to get.
That's cool, Unc. Yeah. He's like, oh, I remember I told you about that Segway. You're like, yeah. He's like, look at me, man, go through water. And you're like, oh shit. And then that's like you thumbs up that photo. That's what you do.
You thumbs up that photo.
But it's in the back of it. It's a back of an issue in the back of an issue of TMNT Canon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Man.
Anyway, what do you guys think about Segways? Do you ever own a Segway? Would you pay $5,000 for or the equivalent of $5,000 in 2026 money for a Segway, bro? Would you put it in the back of your comic? If you had to choose between going through some water and looking like slick ass Jesus, or being up near the top of the Foggy Mountain, which one would you choose? Like Foggy Mountain?
Yeah, you only get one. Water
like Jesus. You know what I mean? You only get one. You're gonna look nerdy in both, so don't worry about it. But just figure it out. And yeah, obviously do all that. The Turtle Soup Show at gmail.com. That's the hotline. You reach out to us anytime. Drop comments below. Let us know which Segway adventure you would go on. Let us know, like, do you think Splinter's coming back? If you haven't read this far, like, do you think he's like cooked? Do you think I think they built in some ways for him to come back, but like I don't know, maybe he's cooked. Like, kind of crazy how his death kind of happens at the end of an issue, and it's a little bit of a shocker. I don't know. Tell me all your thoughts on God.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been so... I never do the outro.
I know. I was like,
it's also been a long time, so I'm just like running on it. Obviously, we're on Patreon. You can drop by, drop $1. Do you know what I'm saying? Drop as much as you want. Drop your pants. And help us not say clang. Obviously, there's a Facebook group. A lot of great stuff going on there. And I think I hit it all.
I think you did too.
Like and subscribe on YouTube. Hit us up on Apple Music, Spotify. Make us more popular than some asshole on Spotify.
Yes.
And thanks so much for listening. And until next time.
Else time.